a timeline of the benefits of quitting smoking. Hey Hapthies! Today we will be talking about the dangers of smoking and why you should consider breaking the habit immediately. Research has shown tobacco products contain various harmful substances such as tar, acetone, nicotine, and carbon monoxide. These chemicals form a deadly cocktail, which when inhaled have a devastating impact on your lungs and overall health. When you start smoking, the harmful substances contained in a cigarette or other tobacco products begin to have an immediate effect on many different systems in your body. Many complications develop over time from continued use. These complications can take years to show their debilitating effects on your body, such as the development of various deadly chronic diseases. This is why people who tend to smoke even sparingly don't completely understand the risks they are undertaking in the long term, as their bodies don't seem to be affected as badly in the short term. One other common misconception is that people assume that changing their method of tobacco intake will somehow lower their risk of any consequences of smoking. Smoking a hookah or a cigar instead of the traditional cigarette will not help you mitigate any health risks. On average, a single cigarette contains around 600 different chemicals and ingredients, most of which have also been observed in hookah tobacco and pipe tobacco. When these ingredients are introduced to heat, they can disperse into 7,000 different chemicals, which are all inhaled by your body. Most of these chemicals are severely carcinogenic and have a link with forming various cancers in the body. To put it into perspective, it is estimated that people who smoke have a 3 times higher mortality rate compared to those who have never partaken in the habit. Quitting this habit will do wonders for your health, and the beneficial effects can start showing in your body within minutes of giving up this deadly habit. Please stick around for an informative bonus fact at the end, but for now, let's discuss some of the benefits of quitting smoking. The short-term benefits of quitting smoking. First things first, if you are watching, there is a chance you have already given thought to quitting smoking. We urge you to reinforce that sentiment and take the next step. You will be doing yourself and your loved ones a huge favor by taking up this quest for self-improvement and undoubtedly adding years to your life. It is important to understand from the start that this will be no easy task. Nicotine is something your body grows dependent on, and once you cut it out, you will start experiencing many symptoms of withdrawal, which will take mental fortitude and immense determination on your part, and support and understanding from your loved ones. But the rewards for your persistence will be immense for your physical and mental well-being. The health benefits of quitting smoking can appear within as quick as 20 minutes of your putting down your last cigarette. Your blood pressure will begin to drop down to normal levels. Your pulse will also start to stabilize, and your blood circulation will also take a step towards improvement. This will also help your feet and hands return to their normal temperatures. This is very good for your body, as high blood pressure can lead to various chronic heart conditions later. You will also feel more energetic and notice a reduction in any chest pains or breathing problems you may have. Additionally, your bronchial tubes may have been congested before due to the constant presence of smoke. Within a few minutes of quitting, these may open up and allow the fibers in these tubes to move more freely and do a better job of removing infectious bacteria and other irritants from your lungs. One of the biggest harmful effects of smoking for your body is how it increases the levels of carbon monoxide in your system and reduces the level of oxygen in your blood. Carbon monoxide is a toxic chemical that is harmful to your blood vessels and tissue in your body, as it destroys them from the inside, while oxygen nourishes and repairs these cells. Within 8 hours of quitting, your body will begin to filter out any carbon monoxide from your bloodstream and replace it with a healthy and fresh supply of oxygen, which will start repairing any damage that may have been caused. After 24 hours of quitting, your risk of heart attack has already lowered, as the increased levels of oxygen have relieved constriction in the arteries and veins, leading to improvement in the cardiovascular system. After 48 hours, you will start to notice an improvement in your sense of taste and smell, as any nerves that have been damaged before will start to repair and regrow. within 72 hours of quitting is when you will start to notice the biggest improvement in your ability to breathe properly. This is because the previously congested bronchial tubes have been allowed to heal and expand more. This will allow a more relaxed and natural intake of oxygen and an outtake of carbon dioxide from the lungs. Additionally, your lungs will be able to inhale and exhale air at much higher levels as their capacity has increased. You will also start to notice an improvement in your stamina because of this. Mid-term benefits of quitting smoking. The 1 week point is going to serve as your biggest source of motivation in quitting smoking. Getting this far is not only beneficial for your physical health, but is a strong testament to your ability to overcome challenges and kick addictions. The morale boost of getting to this point is so significant that studies say people who get to this milestone are up to 9 times more likely to completely quit the use of tobacco. Statistics support the fact that every step you take in breaking an addiction makes it more likely that you will build the self-belief in quitting altogether. When you get to the 2 week point, you will notice more significant changes in the way your body can handle and perform difficult physical tasks. At this point, your body's ability to oxygenate various organs and the massively improved blood circulation allows you to breathe much easier than before. You will also be able to walk for longer distances easier and better. The University of Michigan states that studies have confirmed quitting smoking for 2 weeks can boost lung function by a staggering 30% more than a smoker's lung. The next big milestone where you will notice a significant increase in your quality of life is at the 1 month mark. You will notice that you have a usurpingly increased amount of overall energy and also an improvement in your mood. You will experience a further improvement in previous complications of smoking, like congested sinuses and being gasped for air when performing physically demanding tasks. As lung function has improved even more, you may also cough a lot less than before. Additionally, the lung fibers, which are responsible for keeping excess mucus and infections away, are growing back and will protect you from diseases. This is also the point where a determination will play a key factor. Your body is in the process of filtering out any leftover nicotine in your system, and you may experience cravings and irritability. Try taking 10 deep breaths if this happens and stay focused on your goals. Over the next few months, your blood circulation and lung function will continue to improve little by little, and you will be able to tell the difference this has made in your body. Women gain a significant benefit from quitting smoking at the 3 month mark. Getting to this point will increase a woman's fertility and decrease the chances that her offspring may be born prematurely. Getting to 6 months without smoking will mark another major milestone and personal win for you in sticking to your goals. At this point, you may experience that you are not as fazed by any triggers that make you think about going for a smoke. You will be able to handle stressful situations a lot better than before, and may not feel the need to depend on nicotine to get you through tough situations. Your airways will have a much decreased level of inflammation caused by toxic chemicals in cigarette smoke, resulting in a reduced mucus and phlegm when you cough. Long-term benefits of quitting smoking. The trend of healing done to your lungs will continue from 9 months to a year mark. Cilia in your lungs, which are intricate structures in your lungs, have all but completely healed from the damage caused by cigarette smoke and do a much better job of protecting your body from flu and colds and any sort of mucus buildup. You will also notice a bigger improvement in your ability to breathe and function while performing physically demanding activities. At the 1 year mark, you will notice that you don't contract lung infections as easily, and if you do, it is swiftly taken care of by the body naturally without you having to take any serious medication. Another major thing to celebrate is that you have successfully reduced the risk of developing coronary heart disease by more than half of what it was when you were still smoking. And if that's not motivation enough, just think of the thousands of dollars you have saved by not needing to buy cigarettes for an entire year. When you get to the 3-year mark, you now have the same risk of experiencing a heart attack as that of a person that never smoked. Your heart is all but completely healed from any damage caused by smoking, such as the lack of oxygen and damage to the arteries and veins. The University of North Carolina states that at the 5-year mark, your risk of dying due to lung cancer is now half of what it used to be before. And at the 10-year mark, it will be the same as a person who never smoked to begin with. This means that your chances of developing cancers in the mouth, pancreas, esophagus, and bladder have also significantly reduced. Over the next few years, your body will continue to heal from the damage and may even eventually return to the state similar to that of a non-smoking individual. To help you stay on track, in today's bonus fact, we are going to briefly tell you about some of the complications you can develop if you continue to smoke. To begin with, it will mess with your central nervous system, as nicotine can impair cognitive abilities. Next is the respiratory system, as damage to your lungs can eventually be life-threatening. Then comes the cardiovascular system, as smoking will cause arteries and veins to shrink and congest, increasing the risk of heart failure. It may also affect your reproductive system, as it will reduce performance, and the list goes on. Hopefully, you now have a better understanding of the timeline of benefits quitting smoking will have for your health, and also the risks associated with continued intake. It's never too late to start. As you can see, most, if not all of the damage can be undone, but you must act while there is still time. We hope this video will lead you to a happier life. If something made it easier for you to quit smoking, we would love it if you would share your experience in the comments below.